Hey guys, Trevor at Two-Seater Outdoors. We're gonna just do a quick, honest review / opinion of the Eskimo pistol bit. Later in this video, we'll also show you how to change blades out, how to fix some of the common problems we have had with it. I'd just like to start real quick with the power plant you should probably have. I'm gonna say you're gonna need to have a good brushless drill. And you're going to need to equip that drill probably with the biggest amp hour battery you can afford. I'm a contractor, so I use my drills all the time. I have that HD12 on here with the Milwaukee fuel, and it's a brushless drill as well. It's the hammer drill / drill. It's what we use on the job site often. Enough about the drill and the power plant. That's up to you guys. Now on the bit itself, we have not had any problems with anything breaking except this bolt here, and we've replaced it with either a grade 5 or grade 8 bolt, and that solved the problems. We've had to drill it out a little bit. That'll be later in the video. But like the flighting, this thing gets banged around in the back of the truck all the time. The flighting is perfect condition. Your cap, in case it comes out of the chuck of the drill, is no problems with this. The cap is good. The whole setup is pretty rigid and tough. I would say we like to go ice fishing at least both days of the weekend, sometimes even one day during the week or a weeknight. Some tips and tricks for it. Obviously, it's very easy tip, but keep this cap on as much as you possibly can. These blades don't dull easily, but they do nick and scratch, and that hugely affects the cutting ability of this bit. You're gonna probably need to replace blades at least once a year if you use it real heavy. If you just go out a couple weekends a year or something like that, you'll be fine for a while. But I would probably recommend, if you go out a lot, you should be replacing those blades or trying to sharpen them yourself at least once a year. It will really bring down your drill, and you don't even really notice it at first because it happens so slowly over time. And then you kind of, once you put a brand new set of blades on, you're like, whoa, this is way faster. You can hardly even believe the difference. Let's see more things to touch on. It's pretty self-explanatory. You have to grind down this chuck every once in a while that fits into your drill. But that's about it. I'll have some other videos coming your way. Well, all in all, this is a good auger. I would highly recommend it.
Hey guys, we've had problems with the Eskimo pistol bit not fitting into our chuck of our drill real quick. We've had to do this before. It's a pretty quick and easy fix. We're just going to use a 4.5 inch angle grinder with like it is 60 grit flat disc, and we are going to basically grind off some of these burrs and also plane it so all three sides are about even. And then all we do is take and remove it from the vise, turn it just not even a quarter of a turn, not too snug. And then we're going to do the exact same thing to this side. Just take off the burrs and plane down. And when you're playing, you want this, all these sides to be about the same diameter, or what will happen is the chuck your bit will only grip a certain spot on the bit itself. So it's something to keep in mind with that. All right, guys. All right, guys. Now we're just gonna take off and replace these blades. To be really honest, the simplest path there will probably be to take this black piece off the flighting. We're opting actually not to do that. We're gonna go in on the blades themselves. They're a 5/16, and to do that we just simply have a wrench and a small ratchet. You'll use it with maybe the extension and also some without an extension. We already broke them free. It wasn't hard. They honestly weren't even that snug. But you'll have to keep in mind it wouldn't hurt to break them free with the box end, because some of these are hard to get on. With your ratchet, it's a lot easier to use a box end. Break them free, then you can run them the rest of the way out with your ratchet. Okay, so we got one blade off and we are going to replace it with this next blade. So what you'll want to do is put it on the exact same way you take it off. In case you forget, what you'll need to do is have the serial number or the stamping on the outside of the blade facing out. So the bevel will be facing, as in you're cutting to the ice, the bevel will be pushing the shavings up into the flighting. Once again, you're just going to snug this up by hand. Very, very simple. They're a locking bolt, meaning that they do have these coarse little fins on there, so it'll grip into this plastic and it'll self-lock itself, whatever. But yeah, that's what we're gonna have. All right, guys, and we'll get you on the next step.